afternoon, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Melissa Mackey, and I'm the Investor Relations Manager at Denarius Metals. I will be making forward-looking statements today. Please read through these at your leisure. Established in 2020, Denarius Metals is an emerging producer in Spain and Colombia. We're well focused on in-demand critical EV minerals in mining districts that have a rich history, exploration upside, and social license to operate. We're working with established projects and mining districts that have infrastructure. We have a seasoned team who believes that long-term ESG strategies are essential, and with near-term production in Spain and Colombia, we're very well positioned for re-rating. We have 3 projects in Spain and a near-term producer in Colombia. I'll take you through more details in each project, the synergies in Spain as we emerge as a critical metals producer, and the near-term production from Colombia and cash flow that will help accelerate our growth. We have a proven team led by Serafino Iacono. He has a significant amount of mine-building experience. His most recent success was with Gran Colombia in Colombia, with the transformation of the largest underground gold producer, the Segovia operations. They also identified the expansion of the Marmato project with the discovery of the underground zone. We're currently listed on the TSXV. We have 63 million shares outstanding, of which 24% are held by management and the board. Serafino is the largest holder at 18%. In October, we closed a convertible debenture for $20.6 million, and those converts should be listed on the CBOE in February when the 4-month hold is up. They're an interesting derivative in the sense that not only do they convert to stock at 45 cents, they're also paying a gold premium and a 12% coupon. Agua Blanca is a tremendous project on the path to production and was a strategic acquisition that will also accelerate production at our Limero project. It's the old Rio Narcia that was owned by Lundin Mining and mined up until 2015, when it ceased operations as the underground mine did not have proper permitting. The permits to resume underground mining are now in good standing, and we plan to have it operating in the next 12 months. It's the only nickel mine in Spain, and it's only 88 kilometers away from our Limero project. It has a well-maintained 5,000 ton per day processing plant with extra capacity, where in addition to Agua Blanca's production, we plan to process material from our Limero project. We bought a 50% interest for 25 million euros, and we're currently evaluating other forms of financing, looking at offtake streams and other similar non-dilutive financing options. Here are some photos of the plant from a recent site visit. This is a turnkey plant that's been kept in excellent condition and it's ready to go. There's a few things that we've identified that we want to tune up, but the current shareholder base has done an excellent job at maintaining it. We also have an underground mine that's developed down to 5 levels with a 2-kilometer ramp and ventilation shafts in place. A historical MRE was completed in March of 2023 that shows 6.4 million tons of measured and indicated resource at 0.6% copper, or nickel, and almost 6% copper. We've engaged Research Development Associates to prepare a PFS, and we expect the results by the end of the first quarter. And with a bit of refurbishment, we expect to have the underground mine and the plant operating in the next 12 months. We acquired the Limero project in April of 2021. It's located in the Iberian Pyrite Belt, the largest concentration of massive sulfides in the world, and it has everything that we need in terms of infrastructure with paved highways and access to the port. It has a rich history dating back to Roman times as one of the most important producers of pyrite, and given the focus of critical minerals in Europe and sourcing those materials domestically, there's a lot of attention on the Iberian Pyrite Belt. We sit in the middle of the belt, and we're surrounded by other producers who we've been networking with to gain valuable insights into mining in the area. We're about 10 kilometers west of Samfire's Aguas Tenidas and 46 kilometers west of Atalaya Rio Tinto. We have approximately 600 hectares of title with a 3-year investigation permit that we renewed last year. We're able to resurrect a dormant license at Palmarejo, proving that we're able to work with the local mining community. And our titles are on trend with Aguas Tenidas, which has been operating since 2009 and produces a couple million tons a year. The pink area near the middle is the location of the former 6-level mine operation. Limero came with a solid exploration database and history of production. We like projects that have a rich history as we're de-risking our investment. There's known mineralization and previous mining information available, giving us a head start on the geologic model. As mentioned, it was a former producer through the 6-level mine, and the gold grades at Limero are some of the highest known in the belt. We We completed over 47,000 meters of drilling, largely to validate the geologic model that came as part of the package. We did twin holes and got very good correlation with that database, so we're comfortable with the historic resource. It's now almost 11 million tons with 2% copper equivalent. The Moby Dick looking image is looking down at the known deposit, so the green area is the indicated resource where most of the drill holes are located, and that's surrounded by the purple inferred resource. And that's all laying on top of the known deposit that's been mined in the past, so we know that there's material there for us to work with. A completion of a high-level economic analysis led to buying Agua Blanca to process our material. And the next steps at Limero are completing a PEA, which we expect the results of shortly after Agua Blanca's PFS. We've been looking at large sources of material in Spain, given the focus on critical minerals, and Toral is a great fit. It's a well-mineralized historic mining area with great infrastructure that's 250 kilometers from Glencore's zinc smelter. It's owned by Europa Metals, and we're a year into an earn-in agreement of 80% interest. We're working towards the next level of commitment, which is a PEA later this year. Europa published an updated resource a year ago that includes over 61,000 meters of drilling. It has 7 million tons indicated with a zinc equivalent of 9%, and 13 million tons inferred material with a zinc equivalent of 6.5%. We had a good first year of drilling, 6,000 meters on the project, and we filed the mining license application this year. Last year's drilling, as well as this year's drilling, will focus on changing inferred to indicated as we prepare for the PEA later this year. Zancudo is our nearest term producer. Our team has been working in Colombia since 2005, and this is a project that we know well, as we bought it in 2010 as Gran Colombia Gold, and then we vended it into Denarius in 2020 as part of its formation. We like to be in historic mining districts with proven quality, certainly in Colombia. We are located in the Cauca Belt, about 30 kilometers south of Medellin, and sit amongst larger producers. These are high-grade, narrow-vein underground mines, which is our bread and butter in Colombia and reminds us very much of Segovia. Lots of infrastructure, access to people, and a very supportive mining community. We have 4 concessions totaling over 1,000 hectares that includes the former producing Independencia mine. The project has a rich history dating back to 1746 when gold was first discovered in the district. More than 1 million ounces of gold have been mined over the years. And the mine closed in 1945, but has been well maintained and dormant since. When you go to site, you can still see remnants of the old gold roasters. And the mines were a very important part of Colombia's history prior to the formation of the central bank. The Zancudo mine was issuing its own banknotes backed by its gold production. Denarius has not done any drilling on the project, or over 40,000 meters has been drilled over the last 10 years by Gran Colombia and IM Gold. It led to our inferred mineral resource that shows 4.1 million tons with 860,000 ounces of gold and 14 million ounces of silver. At a gold equivalent rate of 8.1 grams per ton, that represents over 1 million ounces of gold equivalent. And the project has significant exploration upside, and we plan to carry out a 10,000 meter drilling campaign this year. Based on the mineral resource estimate, we've started construction, and here's a few photos of our progress. We're going to be using a local contract miner. There's a 1 kilometer ramp already inside the mine that's been very well preserved. And our $15 million capex on the project includes installing the crushing plant, constructing the 4 kilometer bypass road that will connect the mine entrance to the major highway, and installing a concentrate plant that will produce a high-grade gold-silver concentrate. We're well on our way, and with the receipt of our environmental permit that we expect any day now, we'll start mining this project in the next couple of months. Based on this plan, we prepared a PEA. It shows a 10-year mine life with $1 billion of revenue at $1,800 gold. It has a very reasonable all-in sustaining cost of $1,059 an ounce. And based on those parameters, it's going to generate $266 million of after-tax cash flow over the life of the project. Given that we're using a local contract miner, our capex is low. And for that reason, you see a very strong IRR of 287%. In summary, we're mining in-demand metals in prolific and supportive jurisdictions. We have a clear path to near-term production and a team that knows how to deliver. Not a lot of time to cover 4 projects, but please be sure to visit us at booth 502 for more information. Thank you.